pleased to be joined now by Silverbacks assistant coach Carter Cochrane following another high-scoring game, another overtime, 6-5. You guys pick up the shootout win this time over the West Kelowna Warriors. I'll just start with, how are you feeling and how's the team feeling right now coming off that win?
A lot of mixed emotions. I'm guessing our guys are a little bit tired. I'm tired. Yeah, it's been a long week and it's not getting any shorter. I mean, we're going to have a day off tomorrow and then we're back at it for 2 more. So kind of in the middle of the grind here, and it definitely showed tonight. But I will say there was many opportunities that we could have rolled over, and hey, you know what, 4 and 5, we didn't have it tonight, fellas. You know, it's one of those games. We'll get back at it Tuesday, and to credit our group, every time it seemed like things weren't going to go our way, Simon Tassi seemed to be there to pull us out and keep us going. I don't know how he had the legs that he had today, but, you know, and there's a lot of guys that really battled through it. Obviously, Tass was the one that stood out, but just a credit to our group to find a way. We found more than enough ways to dig ourselves holes tonight, and we found a way to get out of them too. So there's an old saying about good teams and that they find ways to win, and maybe that means we're a good team because we found a way to win tonight. Let's hope that's the case.
We'll talk about Simon Tassi in a sec, but I want to start a little chronologically, which is what I felt, the spark that kind of lit the fuse. Cam Recchi getting you guys started with the goal early in the second, kind of got the ball rolling. Can you talk about his goal and also just that moment in the game? Obviously, not a great first. Won't really talk about the first unless you want to. We can talk about the beginning of the second, getting 2 quick goals, and Cam Recchi started it all.
Yeah, I mean, our first period was a little bit of bad luck, a little bit of just, you know, they jumped on us. They were a little bit fresher and they capitalized on some opportunities. And, you know, I think there was things we could have done to come out of that period 0-0. And I mean, there was a couple chances we had to maybe not be down 2 after the first, but you know, it was a good test for us. We haven't been in that situation a lot. I mean, we've been down in games at times during the pod, but our starts have been great. I think we've scored. It's only the second time we haven't scored first. And I think that's the first time we've been down 2-0 in a game. And to be down in the first like that, and you kind of need something to give you some life. And I mean, the shot by Rexy there, I didn't think he had much of an angle. It's a great shot. Just kind of a nothing play in the D zone that somehow ends up kind of springing him, and he's got that quick first step, and he's got that great shot. And you know, me and Shatsy have been telling him to shoot low and shoot low. So I think he was a little bit happy to pick one just under the bar there. And yeah, but that was a huge goal and really got us going and gave us a little bit of life. And you know, we were able to kind of battle all the way back and get in the lead. And you want to talk about a wild sequence of events, and when you just kind of know it's not going to be your night. I mean, Philip Jacques comes down on a breakaway, makes a phenomenal move off a great pass by Sansbury. And I mean, what a save by Bennett there. And then for them to just quickly transition and 4-on-1 back the other way to tie it up. You're thinking maybe it's going to be 4-2 going into the third, and all of a sudden it's 3-3. I mean, it just wasn't our night tonight. And I think that just is more than that our group deserves so much credit for battling back and finding a way to win. We've had times this year where we've put ourselves in these situations out of just mistakes and carelessness, or maybe not enough attention to detail. I think we look like a team that's played a lot of hockey, and especially the 4 and 5. And, you know, just it felt like we had the odds stacked against us, and to be able to come out and find a way to win, it's great. And that, you know, starts with our second period there. That's the first opportunity we had to roll over and die, and Rexy got us going for sure.
Let's talk. I'll let you talk about Simon Tassi a bit. I mean, he was like far and away. It was an incredible performance. And I don't think you can get more clutch, because it was the hat trick to tie the game with under a minute left. Just talk about his performance.
Just legs for days. Like, I mean, he just didn't look tired. I know Shatsy starts double shifting him with probably 12 minutes left in the third. And it's like he would come off the ice, he's going right back out there, and he looks the freshest out of anybody. And, you know, I mean, it's a credit to him with the work he's put in. And, I mean, he started slow, and we talked about that a lot coming out of the pod and for him to just stick with it and keep working and doing the things that make him successful and committing to playing our team game. And it's great to see him get rewarded for it. I think Shassie's probably going to need to keep the phone lines clear. If people were watching that game, I think he saw Simon Tassi at his best. And, he's really grown into a leadership role, and because I think he wants to be the guy who has the puck on his stick in those moments. And I mean, how many different ways can you score tonight? And I mean, the tying goal, just come down the wing and rip 1-5-hole there. It's great to see. And not a lot of guys deserve it more than Tass. He's one of the hardest working guys. He's done it for 2 years now, and he deserves every bit of success that he gets. I think we're just starting to see the full Simon Tassi package. I mean, it's all the skill, it's the speed, the strength, the ability to create and score in different ways, and he's starting to find that chemistry with Sully and Dak, and yeah, it's exciting for sure, and it's definitely just a start for him.
Let's talk a bit about the captain. Ends it in the shootout, gets the opportunity to shoot in the shootout, and also, of course, the primary assist, that pass to Tassi to tie the game. And I was pointed out to me that Tassi had a hat trick last year, of course, against the Warriors, but making the breakaway pass for the hat trick.
Hunter Stansbury.
It's also Hunter Stansbury. So
was it not against West Kelowna?
It was against West Kelowna. So can you just talk about his, stepping up, and did you know you were going to give him that opportunity in the shootout?
He shot last shootout too, and the only shootout we were in preseason, he was, I think, 4th on our list when we didn't get there. So, Hunter, you want to talk about a guy who wants the puck on his stick. He wants every moment, and he puts that pressure on himself to be everything for our team. Captain, leader, power play, penalty kill, 5-on-5. He just wants all the responsibility he can handle, and there's not a lot of guys who carry themselves with the maturity and the dignity that he does at 20. And our guys are very lucky to have a captain like him to look up to. I know me and Tyler are extremely lucky to have a captain to be an extension of what we're trying to do. And it doesn't matter if he's played 2, 3, 4 minutes to end a game. If we need a job done, he wants to be out there, and he just sets such a good example for our guys. And I've been petitioning everyone I can to try to get an extension for him to be able to stay here longer than this year. He means so much to the program and the organization, and he really helped create the culture that we want to be able to sustain for a long time. And there's going to be guys, Aiden Lindblad, Nathan Mackey, those are guys that when they're 18, 19 are still going to be talking about what Sands did as a captain 3-4 years ago. And to be able to make that impact on the community that he has in such a short time, and to deal with everything that he's had to deal with COVID, and no different than everybody else in the world. But Hunter is just an outstanding person, and cares more about his teammates in this organization than anybody, and almost anybody I've seen in my time playing and coaching in this game. And again, just to be able to get that puck and snap it up to Tass and create that game tire for us, and then win in the shootout. That's just Hunter to a T right there.
One stat that now jumps out, 2 shootouts in a row, 12 shots, and Owen Say has stopped 10, 5 for 5 today, and then 5 for 7 yesterday. For a game that's so crazy, and then to come up clutch like that. He makes a lot of timely saves, no more clutch time than in the shootout. If you can just talk a little bit about him, it's the most difficult. It's a breakaway. You're facing it time after time.
Yeah, it's one of those games where I feel for Stacey, because it's not that he didn't get help. We gave him the run support, right? We were able to score 5 for him, and you want to talk just bounces not going your way, and anything that could have went wrong tonight seemed to. And there were times that he just made key saves when we needed him, just to either keep it at a tie game or keep our lead, or basically after they got those first 2 goals early, he really just made sure not to let them continue getting momentum. And the shootout especially, you talk about the poise to be able to just kind of ground yourself and be able to just to bear down in the moment. And I don't really like watching shootouts. It just seems to be such a toss-up. But watching Stacey today, I don't know if there was a shot that I thought was going to go in. He just seemed to be moving with them and staying in front of guys. And, I think that he just has a ton of confidence, and he should. He's an outstanding goalie. And to be able to give us a chance to win and stop all five with the pressure of us shooting second too. He basically just gave us 5 opportunities to win that game, and we definitely owe him for that. And his next start, I think we're going to see a much better, more complete effort in front of him.
Lastly, as always, I'll kind of leave it open to you. I've tried to highlight a few of the performances, but is there anyone I'm forgetting? Anyone that you want to kind of just highlight after this big win?
No, I think that after today, I think we just want to park this one, put it in the past. I think the guys got all the credit and accolades they deserve with 2 points, and we just don't want that game to ever happen again, and we want to just get back to more structured and less entertaining hockey, I guess, maybe for you, but a little bit easier on the coaching staff. I chat to a couple of young guys. We definitely don't feel young after that one tonight. It feels like we were pulling hair out all night. But, again, 8 games now we haven't lost in regulation, and to be able to put a run like that together in a difficult environment that we're in, and just keep finding ways to win. And it's really start to feel like we're on the cusp of something here, and we can just continue to strive to play a certain way. And if we don't have it, we can just rely on our spirit and our battle levels to get us back into things. That's when you really start to feel like you have something special, when you're able to just, even on nights where, like I've probably said multiple times, everything that could have went wrong seemed to, we're still sitting here celebrating a win. And the guys are going to have a good day off tomorrow and really rest up, and then we're right back at it for 2 more. So no rest for the wicked, as they say.
As they say. Thank you so much.